See, I hit the button again, and it's
Buttonally challenged.
Dude, I'm telling you, this guy.
There we go.
That's what happens.
We're going.
That's what happens when he elects to put himself in charge.
It's only because you're not tech savvy enough to do the damn job.
This is true, but you don't have to keep pointing that out.
I'm going to.
Obviously.
So, hey.
Married couple for too long.
The bad thing is I've only known this dude since June.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, why do you guys get along so well? What makes you think we get along?
I think we all.
Yeah.
Yeah, June.
Yeah.
June-ish.
Yeah.
June-ish, except for the dude. Oh, well, this guy I didn't really know. Floyd.
He was there. He was
when
working.
he was in the back. But
Yeah. When I'm backstage, I'd pass by and, hey, how's it going? And then I'm just,
and I was always heading to the front gate to go see them.
yeah, or I was, we were always running.
Yep.
Well, he was in the Joust kitchen there, and then in Pittsburgh was the head chef over
Yeah.
the wedding.
Are they on? Because I can't hear them at all.
You can't hear them? I could hear them.
No, I can't.
Well,
I mean, not that it really matters.
no. You can hear them now.
Oh, now I can.
Yeah, see?
Can I hear Floyd?
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
You can't.
Can't hear Floyd at all.
You can't hear me now.
Why can't we hear Floyd?
I don't know.
No mic check.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah, talk about me being
Go ahead.
technologically impaired.
Can you hear me now?
There you go, see?
I can't hear him.
What do you mean you can't hear him?
I don't think I stuttered.
He definitely burped, but it was
You know what? I'm about to mute you because I can hear him.
Whatever.
I don't know why you can't hear him.
I mean, I can kind of hear him.
Well, kind of is good enough.
All right, whatever. Let's just do the show.
I mean, maybe if he stopped talking across the mic and talked to the mic.
Whatever.
I'm not sticking the mic in his mouth.
I don't want you.
Okay, there's a joke in there somewhere.
There
but I'm not
really
touching
was, and I don't think...
it. I'm not touching it.
I don't have the wherewithal to reach for it.
Oh, my goodness.
No, we should leave that one alone.
So here we are. We're on episode 9.
Episode 9 already.
As it were.
Wow.
Yes.
I know.
And we're talking about our favorite subject.
It feels like we've done more episodes, though. Honestly.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
in a weird sort of way.
Like eight other episodes
Yes.
than this one.
And then this one.
Yes.
Little inside information there.
Well, no. We're episode 9.
Yes.
We've shot 8 other ones.
Yes.
Yes.
So
We'll stick with that.
simple math, man.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
But we do record these things, so it's. I think we're actually.
Busy days, as it were.
This is the 4th one that
This is a
Keith
busy
and I
day.
are
Yes.
doing today, and we're actually completely out of order.
We are cranking them out. It's all right.
That's good. We're providing content, but
Yes.
Content is good.
this is speaking of content. This is the best content to be talking about.
This is fantastic content.
And we have just passed the halfway mark.
The halfway to Ren Fair.
Halfway. Yes, this is going to be a good
Dun, dun.
season.
Oh, we could take this on the road, man.
What?
There are-
Colfax? I mean,
There are ideas.
You know, I don't know, 8th Street, B Street, whatever.
yeah, something.
In a
So
van down the
today we are talking about the great and powerful
And decadent.
and majestic,
Fantastical.
mystical.
Oh, I like it.
Oh yes.
I like
It's the Scotch Egg.
It is the
Hello,
Scotch Egg.
friends. I'm
Hello,
Rob,
friends. I'm Keith.
and we're joined by our friends. This is Floyd.
Hey, how you guys doing?
And this is Winchester.
How's
So-
everybody doing?
We are talking about how to make eggs. Why do I have the gate guy here again?
I don't know. Why?
It's a package deal. I couldn't get Floyd without
hey, you
Winchester.
know what? This
I can't go anywhere without him.
this is his second show.
It is.
He is a return guest.
Hey.
Wait, doesn't that mean we took him back to the store?
Yeah.
We were supposed to
Kind of
leave
fries
him there,
and
right?
Well, so the whole thing was we took him back, but I lost the receipt. So
Oh, okay.
we kind of got stuck with
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
I see how that goes.
Yeah, I got stuck with him a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, and you continue to stick with him by choice, apparently.
Apparently. Poor life choices, my friend.
But-
Poor life choices.
Floyd actually works in our kitchens, yes?
Yes, sir.
All right. And as we already know Winchester. We're not going to have him introduce himself. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Hi, I'm Floyd. I work as many Brent Fests as I can. Work in the kitchens. Just got back from Pittsburgh, where I ran one of the kitchens out there for the Paradises.
Oh, yes.
We know them.
Yes.
We do know
They're
them.
a fun group.
I know of them.
Yes. That'll change this year. You'll know them.
You'll know them much better.
You know, I always dread when you tell me I'm going to do something because I know that it's going to be bad.
It's more than likely.
But today we're going to be talking about how to make the Scotch Egg,
The decadent Scotch Egg.
the majestic.
From our unofficial sponsor, the Queen's Pantry.
That's
Indeed.
right. Yes. which actually Floyd works down in the events kitchen by the Joust.
Yes.
Oh,
work
yeah.
the wedding kitchen.
The
wedding kitchen. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Which
It's two different things at the different fairs. So at Colorado, it's the Joust Kitchen.
Okay.
'cause it's right there by the Joust.
Yeah.
And then when you go over to
It's actually the corporate kitchen.
Corporate kitchen,
Okay,
yeah.
my mistake. And then in Pittsburgh, they call it Canterbury Kitchen.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's got a name. It's a named area. The whole area back where that kitchen is
Yeah,
is
and we get stuck
Canterbury.
in the very, very back of
But
the
it's
fair.
where all the weddings and the events are, and
that could be a good thing and a bad thing.
it's
Yeah,
very
it
busy
definitely
back
keeps
there.
the-
Believe it or
it
not.
can get extremely busy back there.
No. When all the patrons are looking for food, and you're the furthest thing from the entrance, yeah, I could.
And I have the only Scotch eggs in the entire fair. So
That's what I'm talking about.
So what
if
what
they
you're
want them, they got to
We
come.
were
to
the
me.
exclusive.
so what you're saying is you are the most important person of the fair.
Yes.
Yes.
Since you have the Scotch eggs.
Not the king, not the queen, not the jester, nor the knights.
No, the man who determines who gets a Scotch egg.
Yes.
Yes,
I mean,
I
for-
determine that all the time.
For us-
Sometimes I have to deny, so we have people.
No. That this is. I don't care if we are going to appear or not. There will always be two waiting for us.
Yes.
A day.
We that was
That's
one
a
of the
little hard to
toughest
do.
parts about doing Scotch eggs. Literally, is because of how popular they are and how limited of a number. You can only make so many of them ahead of time and
Right.
prepare them.
What are you
to
talking
cook
about?
during the day? You know,
What are you talking about?
Just
This
saying.
dude tells me he makes like 500 a week.
I make
And that's-
500 in one day, and I can sell all 500 on one Saturday. But I
Probably
do my
before
best to
noon.
hold about half back for the next day, so people can enjoy them the next day. Also,
they go fast.
They do go fast.
That's not good. This is not good news. But this is why Floyd came, because he's gonna teach us how to do it.
Because Floyd is awesome.
And now I don't have to be one of the people that's like, I want a Scotch egg. No, we don't have any. No.
Although truth be told is that there are some things we can't tell you about the making of the Scotch egg, correct?
yes, I'm
There-
not going
there's-
to tell you what exactly I put in.
Yeah.
my,
Seasonings.
There has to be
anything,
some-
but I can tell you a general idea of what you can do.
Sure.
I mean, if you have the general concept, you can probably figure.
You can flavor to your taste.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's a great way
I
to put
mean,
it.
to be quite honest, you can also Google it and find a rough estimation. But I like to learn how to make new things.
Indeed.
And I like to cook. So I like to learn these things, and I would rather learn from someone in person than by the Google. Because quite honestly, if I'm a little Filipino dude, man, I make some bomb lumpia. He could tell
I
you.
can
It's
attest
true.
to that.
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
some
yeah.
yesterday,
No
actually.
lies.
So that's not something you learn from the internet. You can get the recipe, but there's certain things that I do that it's different than others.
There's small nuances to
Yeah.
making certain things.
Yeah,
that
I-
somebody who's done it, let's say 5,000 or 6,000
Right,
times,
right.
is going to know
Yep.
that somebody who is on Google reading it is not going to understand.
Absolutely.
You know.
For example, I salt mine with the tears of a child.
Oh, well.
Yes.
Okay.
That's-
that's-
That extra ingredient was I tasted.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
Okay. That's
wondering what
yeah.
was with the cages.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine were always made with the fear of the kitchen staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. An iguana. No, he's not big enough yet.
Not yet.
No. So anyway, let's dive down into this, because this is we can have some fun with this and go nuts. But what are the main ingredients that we're going to need?
So the main ingredients, what you're going to need is hard-boiled eggs is one. I would say order them so they're already pre-peeled. Otherwise,
Yes, I can attest to
this. A whole lot of eggs you don't want to have to peel.
For sure.
And then, if you want to make it more breakfasty, you can use a maple sausage, which is what I prefer to do. Most people just use regular pork sausage. And then you're going to need to make a flour mix, an egg wash, and a breadcrumb mix. Your preference on what kind of breadcrumbs you
Dude,
want
that's
to
what I
use.
forgot.
I prefer panko. I know we just made gluten-free ones that were made with pork rinds.
Pork rinds and cornflakes.
Cornflakes. And I
Amazing.
didn't-
I
couldn't
forgot
tell
the
difference.
flour,
To be
though.
honest with
Yeah.
you, they were delicious.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
I forgot the flour.
And a lot of times, folks making it at home will go get 18 eggs, and they'll think, okay, I'm going to make 18 eggs, and then they forget that they need a couple for the egg wash as well.
Hey, that happened to us.
I wasn't going to say anything, man.
It's a true story.
No outing anybody
I
here. or
suggest you
anything,
don't
but
invite too many people over, then you don't have to make as many.
Well, so
they go fast either way.
unless you invite me, and then you're gonna have to make extra.
I'm going to give a little way of the movie magic here. So the videos that you guys are watching, that's actually pre-shot. That was before Christmas, and I was being a bit of a jerk because Keith bailed on me. So I sent him a bunch of videos of me enjoying the Scotch egg before
We
Christmas.
did really have a
Eggs,
good
yeah, we
time
had a
that
good
day.
time.
That was a bad evening for me.
I think there was like 3 bottles of mead that were consumed.
I'm
wow.
pretty sure, I'm thinking there's probably
2 cans in a bottle. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
yeah, 2 cans and a bottle
Oh, I
of mead.
forgot about those
Yeah.
cans. Those were
That's Keith's favorite place.
Honeybrook.
Yes,
Yes,
Honeybrook,
love that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd Floyd go?
It's in Castle Rock.
Hey, Floyd.
I've done disappeared.
Floyd is
I
gone.
am lost in
Scoot
the
closer.
abyss. I am.
When you lose a Floyd, things are askew.
It's,
Hey, Floyd!
Whoa,
And he's
wait.
gone. And he's
I
back.
Okay.
gotta scoot way over.
I
here.
promise you he's there.
No, he is. We are watching. There he is.
See, I do exist.
All right, fantastic.
there we go.
Floyd's back.
I
Good
promise you,
Lord.
Floyd's there.
It's that
He's-
vampire in me. I'm sorry.
He's not that. There's a Navy joke in there somewhere.
my guy.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we anyway.
So the
Easy
hard boiled
crayon
eggs.
boy.
Yeah, right.
It's that 5% Transylvania.
But we've got the ingredients. The first thing that we got to do, obviously, if you don't pre-order your hard boiled eggs that are shelled,
You're gonna have to shell them.
you're gonna have to boil them, and then you're gonna have to shell them.
True story.
Which is a pain in the butt, by the way.
But worth it.
It is worth it. And then we've got to take our sausage and mix it. The ones that we just ate, I did 6 pounds of sausage. So I used maple and traditional. And 4 pounds of it was maple, 2 pounds of it was traditional. I mixed that up together. And then the trials and tribulations of trying to figure out the size of because you showed me.
Right.
Yes.
And another thing also is that mixture of meat. It's if you're making them yourself, there's no reason to make it any other way. More mapley, more breakfasty.
Yeah.
So I mean that's going to be served well with like syrup. Or,
Yes, syrup, hot
maple
sauce.
syrup is delicious. You make them less with the maple syrup and more with your traditional sausage. And there you go.
And from
Your
what I
malt
understand,
vinegars and your hot
yes, malt
sauces.
vinegar is what I understand is
Yeah.
to be the most traditional thing to eat with.
Yeah.
The mustard.
Yes, and
Hot
yes,
mustard is good.
That's
That's
my
Keith's-
favorite.
that's
That's my
Keith's
go-to.
go-to.
At the fair.
That's a
Yeah.
huge win.
Yeah.
Although next year we're going to be doing the saucy wench.
Oh, you're gonna get some sauce.
Yes.
I'm gonna get some saucy wench
We had
spices.
them out in Pittsburgh,
that'd be
and
great.
their stuff was amazing.
Yes.
We
No,
were
they've-
very pleased with their.
I've had their
products.
sauces, but I just think that having a little bit on top of my Scotch egg
Absolutely.
in the morning,
oh yeah, they make
that's
a great product.
And I know you don't work at the kitchens that serves the Scotch eggs at Colorado, but
That would be our unofficial sponsor, the
could
Queen's
you
Pantry.
do as much of a favor for us and make sure that they save 2 of them for us?
Yes.
I
If
think
you
I
could
got
call ahead.
connections to make that happen.
We'll be there about 10:45, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
Every Saturday
I
and
think
Sunday.
it's probably important to explain the sausage and
yeah.
what.
Yeah, I mean,
there's
with-
a thing that has to happen with the sausage and the egg, or else bad things can happen.
Yes. Traditionally, when you're making the Scotch egg, you have to you ball out your sausage, and then what you're going to do is pocket it and then wrap it around the egg. And one of the most important things about this process is you need to save some juice from the eggs. You can use egg whites and water and make a mixture, but you want to have that liquid so you can rub the outside of the sausage so you can seal any hole that is going to occur.
That's right.
Because if you don't, then they tend to crack and break open during the
It
cooking
needs
process.
to be completely.
You want to make sure they're
encapsulated.
completely sealed.
I
Yes,
can
that's a good
attest.
word. I like that.
Completely encapsulated.
I
It
can
must
attest
be
that you can also
inside.
just use eggs that are whipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see no issue with
Yeah,
that.
That's
that-
not an issue.
it does work
But
because
when-
that's
when
what I
you're
did.
low and borrowing your neighbor's eggs,
Yeah.
water helps.
Hey, dude,
Just depends on how many eggs your neighbor's got,
you know
I
what?
guess.
That logistics problem is his fault because I asked him, how many eggs do we need?
I'm pretty sure when I said the egg wash.
Oh,
I
dude,
got it,
don't.
actually.
I've got
But, you know,
receipts. Don't make me go to the receipts.
Those are small details that we
Yeah,
bypass.
Yeah, it's fine.
He did not
yeah,
say
we don't
anything
need
about
that.
an egg wash.
But
It was
it's definitely
implied.
necessary.
It was implied.
But that's okay because we made it happen. Those turned out good. The ones that I did even turned out good.
Oh, they were fantastic.
they were
Yeah, yeah,
delicious.
yeah.
They looked,
I
they
can
looked
attest to that.
amazing.
Although Keith and I have talked about this before, something different that I like to do that Floyd and I talked about when he came over to show me how to make them is, dude, I like frying them first.
Yeah, no, deep frying them is the way to go. You
That
got to be
crust.
able to control the heat of the oil.
Yeah.
With a basic home fryer, it's kind of hard because it's a one temperature deal, and it can cook the outside a lot faster than the inside. Which is why we finished them in the oven, which was
And you can
Yeah.
also do
perfect
it the
anyway.
opposite way by
the-
starting them in the oven to
Yes.
get that heat
That general
going and
start,
then drop
yeah.
them in
I
the oil
think-
to finish them.
Finish them in the, yeah.
That-
Either way.
I kind of disagree though because when you start it in the oven first, it's going to sweat the grease and the fats. If you fry it first, it's going to lock that in, and then
and it seals quicker with
you know.
oil than it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
But-
I did like the crust on it, the deep
way that
frying
you
it,
made them today
and then
was absolutely-
I mean the
That's-
ones at the fair are fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
It is.
Don't cancel our subscription.
I'm not saying that it's bad. I
We're
just
just-
I
When you make it
prefer
at
that.
home, you can add more
Yeah, I prefer
Yeah.
to
fried.
it
Yeah,
than what is
fried was
done
great.
for
It had that
thousands
nice
of
crust
people.
on it.
Yeah.
Everything held together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're making it for thousands of people, you have to take into consideration those thousands of people, how many of them might, not want to have it spicy or might not want
Right.
certain spices and or salts, extra salt.
Oh, dude, I
whatever in it.
thought about
So-
adding chorizo.
Yeah, hey,
No, see,
that's
what
an
I want to
idea.
do is I want to wrap the egg in bacon.
And
Oh.
then
Cover it in
encapsulate
sausage
it
and
in-
everything.
Well, don't
else
tease
deep
me with
fried.
a good time,
So that
baby.
way, when you have the crunch on the outside and you bite into the egg with it, you get that extra.
Crunch.
It's
Yeah,
a very
extra crunch, you
breakfasty,
get
like a
more-
breakfasty
Yeah.
variant of it. And maybe instead of wrapping it in like normal flour or something like that, you do like a pancake mix around
Oh,
the
yeah.
outside of it, or a waffle mix, and then like you. were
Then it's
talking
like a
about deep
McGriddle.
fried it.
I think I would
Yeah,
use
yeah.
a funnel cake.
Yeah, a funnel
funnel
cake
cakes,
mix. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
But,
Something like that, and
like-
drop it. So
like
there's-
This is why I'll never be skinny.
Yeah,
This guy's like me.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
It's people like you, Floyd, that make me fat.
but like Floyd was saying, you gotta kind of ration out your meat to try to figure out. That's why you want to have your eggs.
I've heard
well,
that before.
literally, you bought this when we made them. What'd you buy? You bought 3 pounds.
4 pounds.
Four
we did
pounds.
4 pounds, and that was just
That
Four
was-
pounds,
enough.
and we made 13 eggs.
13. Yeah.
Was it 13?
Yeah, it was 13.
Yep.
We
We
had
had
that
one extra.
one.
Oh yeah, that's
extra.
right. That's right.
So
The neighbors.
literally, with that 4 pounds, you want to take 12 to 13 portions perfectly out to match. You want them to basically be 3/4 the size of a baseball when you're done, and you want it to be completely packed around the egg, nicely sealed. That way, they're ready to be floured next. And that's
Then
basically.
you put an egg wash, then you flour them.
No, you flour them.
You flour 'em first, and
you're
then
gonna
egg wash 'em.
and then you're going to breadcrumb.
So the step you're thinking of in between that is wiping them down
That.
with a little bit of the to lock in
Yeah.
to make that seal with
Right.
Yeah,
the meat.
And that's
then
what I
you're
was.
gonna flour them,
Yeah, that's-
egg wash them,
Yes.
and then
Right.
coat them.
And that's what I was doing with the egg is like I just whipped the egg and I just put that together, and then I did my panko and cornflake mix, the porco stuff.
Yeah.
The part that I did miss the flouring portion of it, but that's okay. It turned out fine
turned out
anyway.
fine without it.
Yeah.
That's more. That's called the single dip.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
what
really
I
didn't
do
even
is a
notice.
double
Yeah,
dip.
no,
I mean,
But that's-
there
and I
wasn't
think-
a big difference.
No, but I think that's at the festivals. I think that's where they get that extra like that
Little bit
that
of
little bit of extra of
crunch on the
crunch.
inside.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what it is. That's
absolutely.
exactly what it is.
But meanwhile, I fried mine, so it kind of compensated.
We didn't miss it.
No,
No,
Like,
no,
oh,
no. You,
but it was-
you
it was
really
very
didn't
good.
notice it.
no, and I think they
Now,
turned
what
out.
I will say
With
is
the
by
panko,
frying
with the
them
porco,
like
yeah,
you
definitely.
did, that brings out a different layer
Yeah.
of flavor.
Yeah.
Because instead of just the baked
Yep.
flavor, everybody knows frying and baking taste two totally different ways with the exact same ingredients. So,
That's why you don't find skinny Southern people.
well, and I feel like by
True.
I feel like by frying them, that brought something extra to it that I actually
and that's
really
the way
liked.
they traditionally
Yeah.
should be done.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in a kitchen, you don't have a fryer. An oven is good enough.
Fries them in the butter and tell me what you think.
It puts the lotion on its skin. That's all I got out of that one, dude.
It puts the egg in the fryer,
It puts the syrup on the egg.
Right.
which I did, and it was fantastic.
Yes.
And a little bit of hot sauce.
Yeah. Ooh. You know what?
Sweet and
The
spicy.
sweet and spicy, it's
That-
a really good combination with that.
No. I was just thinking, the little sweet and spicy dipping sauce that I have for the lumpia.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how that would
I
go.
bet you that would be-
Ooh.
Japanese barbecue sauce would probably go pretty good with it too.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress. So
No, I think we're right on topic.
typically, you guys at the festival, you guys bake them.
Yes.
And what's the temp and time that you bake at?
Generally, it is 350 for 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
That's correct.
And then what?
You want
So I
the
guess.
internal temperature. You want it to be about 168 for the pork.
So what time do you actually start this process? Like,
I
a
start
time.
the process 2 days before the weekend.
Oh wow. Okay.
We make them
Prepare-
generally on
prepare days
Thursday.
ahead of time.
That way they are ready and in the cooler and setting. Because that is another thing we didn't mention. What you want to do is
After it's
you
all
want
breaded.
Once they're breaded and everything, you want to cool them in the in your refrigerator, possibly your freezer, and let them bond a little tighter.
So you're talking
they-
like an overnight.
No, I mean
No, not
you don't
even.
have- You don't have to do
I
them
think we
overnight.
only
If you're
did,
going to
like,
leave them in the
15
fridge
minutes.
overnight,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I think we did 10 or
We
15
just left them in our
minutes.
coolers
We did-
overnight for
Oh,
the
okay.
next 2 days.
All right.
We did 15 minutes. When we made those
Yeah,
ones
and
in
we put
December,
them
we
in
did them
deep
15
freezer.
minutes in my deep freezer.
And they were fine.
And that thing hits like negative 32, so it was perfect.
It was quick. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a quick
It's just like
process.
cookie dough.
Yeah.
You know, you
All
want
right,
to have
gotcha.
it cold. Yeah.
You want it to just basically set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just kind of locks it all
Give
in
it a
place.
few minutes to let the ingredients mingle, baby.
Well,
Just let it do what it do,
Just
baby.
Tingle
let it
up.
do what it
if you just take them and I like to experiment because I like to try to figure out what the right process is. That's how I figured out the gluten-free, the
Well,
rice
sure.
paper
Yeah, yeah.
versions
Oh, yeah.
of my lumpia.
Of the lumpia.
Yeah. I figured out that with those, when you wrap those, you got to throw them into the deep freezer because it locks that moisture down. So last night, I had, 6 eggs that were left over that I did separately. So, and there's still 8 more that I have to fry tomorrow. Dude, I made a lot yesterday.
It
So
Do
can get addictive.
you smell that?
They're delicious.
I just
That's stink eye, man.
Overachiever.
I just took one.
Oh, look at me.
Some that I fried. Well, no, it was only 4. Some that we had put together, and then I just threw them in the fryer, which they did start to split. So that is why it's very important to chill them.
Yeah, because if the pork can't bond completely to that egg, you're going to have issues.
Yes.
If it
Which
separates.
it didn't turn out bad. It just you ended up with a split crust.
Yeah.
You know, which is okay when you're feeding
Sometimes it does
just the
have a
family.
chance to dry out the egg, the yolk in the middle, though.
Right.
That
Right.
can become a problem.
But I did okay with the eggs.
Yeah. No,
So-
they're
Yeah, no.
delicious.
Oh, man.
Eggs
yeah.
were
They were
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just pain in the ass peeling those damn things.
It's just one of the best things that you can possibly get at the fair, and then you're sitting here like we were talking all season, off season, going, gosh,
Oh, yeah.
how long until the
Oh.
fair is coming along.
That's all we've talked
Now
about
you
since
know.
the end of fair
Is
is,
the need of Scotch egg.
God, I want a Scotch egg.
And so here's the bad thing. We went to Santa Fe. No
No
Scotch,
Scotch
eggs.
eggs.
Oh, really?
No.
Bomb tacos.
We'll have to talk to a couple of people.
Do they
Yeah,
have
fair.
tacos in the
I know. We know people.
We know people there. We might want to have a conversation about fixing that.
You could make a killing.
If they
Just
had
doing
them,
that.
Yeah.
if they had them, they were a very close guarded secret.
Yeah, no, trust me, they were not there.
I saw no advertisement for anything.
I would have sniffed them out.
I feel like it won't be something.
Well, it
that
shows
can
you how
be
much
made
I
for the
get out of the
next year.
kitchen in Colorado because I didn't even know we made them in Colorado. Shoot, I found the elephants the last day we were tearing the place down
Yeah, we didn't.
to leave for Pittsburgh.
That's so bad,
Wow.
dude.
True story, though.
they keep baby in the corner apparently.
Yeah.
I get locked in there with Jim.
Yep.
Jim don't
Poor
let me
Floyd
outside.
is Harry Potter underneath the stairs. Shut up, Potter!
No, it's a good time.
Don't do
though.
that,
Dobby,
Dobby.
Dobby needs to be free.
And
Master Cave Dobby, close.
we'll let you know what they look like, I guess, out in Arizona too, because we'll be.
Are you guys tossing them out in Arizona, or is that another
I don't
crew?
know
I
what
actually-
I'm doing so far.
I know that-
hopefully getting into a good kitchen.
Yeah, I know that I'll be in the week working over in the executive kitchen. They do a 5-course meal.
I told you a
twice
Scotch
day.
egg is three courses right
It
there.
can be, that's correct. I don't know exactly
breakfast
what's on the
snack.
menu at any of the other restaurants there. They went over the menu with me for the executive kitchen, which is a really exciting place to be able to work because it's real cooking. It's
Yeah.
actual.
We're no longer reheat specialists at that point.
But
Oh, in
but
the executive kitchen.
yes.
Okay. Do they have that here at Colorado?
Not in the way that they have it there. So in Colorado, and I'm sure Pittsburgh is they're both run.
Steak on a stick is about the only cooked thing there.
They, for the weddings and stuff like that, they have food, but it's not necessarily all. I don't know how to say this.
Homemade.
Not all homemade stuff. Whereas at Arizona in the executive kitchen, it is a full.
Oh, it's a full service kitchen.
It's a 5-course meal,
What-
handmade from scratch, including.
So you have a
berry
full service
reduction-
kitchen. Yeah.
Berry reduction sauces
Ooh.
and fire braised chicken and
Oh my
and
God.
prime rib and they named a few other things, but let's keep it a surprise.
Yeah.
Type thing.
No way, dude. You want to
Just know
advertise that?
Jim loves lasagna, so that's always on the wedding menu.
That's always available.
Oh yeah,
at the wedding.
Jim is big on his
Jim is
lasagna.
very big on his
So-
lasagna.
And
So-
so we'll be working hopefully in that kitchen, both of us. And I have a separate gig that I'll be doing on the weekends.
And what will you be doing on the weekend?
Hey, he can't talk about that.
I can't. Okay, I can't talk about that. I
No.
was recently informed.
Why can't he talk about
It's a
that?
family-friendly show.
This guy.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, listen.
No, actually,
And
I'll
people,
be
I don't
working-
charge him too much. I promise.
Oh my gosh! Look at you guys. I'll be working on the weekends at the Roguish Highlander, kilts and sundry
Are
accessories.
you actually going to be wearing? Oh, you're
yeah,
you're actually selling.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'll,
so
I'll
you'll
have
be-
all my kilts. All the kilts that I have are from Roguish Highlander.
Oh, very nice.
Mine included.
Okay.
yeah, my
I
brother's
disappeared.
got one.
Well, that's okay.
Where did you go?
So I'll be
There
doing that
he
on the
is.
weekends.
Oh, look at that! It's like a Jedi mind
And
trick.
then
It's like we have our own
after
dimension
Arizona
over here we
is,
get to go into.
is Scarborough Fair. So.
Nice. And then what do you, are you? You're working Scarborough?
Yes, we'll be working
And then
there
what-
as well.
What are you
Is
doing
that,
there?
is that going to be?
Yeah, that's still kind of up in the air.
Oh,
as to
okay.
which job I'll end up.
And are you going to Scarborough too?
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay.
If Arizona goes the way it should, then
Yeah.
I'll be going to Scarborough.
So we'll be heading out for Arizona actually on hopefully Wednesday or Thursday of this week.
And then that
Yeah,
nice
for 9 weeks.
15-hour drive.
Yeah, 12 to 15 hours.
Oh, I know.
nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
I've made that drive before.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
two of us. We can make it in a day, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, day's not an issue.
So
I
that's
mean,
simple.
I drove that thing by myself when I went to go get my
Oh, it's going
kids.
to take a
Yeah,
day
I
just to
did.
set
I
up
did it
camp.
the last time I did it by myself. I
It's going to
straight
take a day
through.
just to set up camp.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think you guys will be fine. You got two strapping young lads with you,
Yeah, we do.
so that just means that you make a stop at our favorite meadery, and then while the boys are doing what they do, you just
I think we're going to go over there Tuesday afternoon and pick up a nice case or two to take with us.
that place is amazing.
And what place would that be?
Drakkar Meadery.
Drakkar Meadery.
Our meadery.
Which, by the way, they actually had one of their friends of the business actually tagged us.
Oh,
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Yes.
and mentioned us.
Saying, just, shameless plug, I guess, as a mead maker myself, I've been making mead for probably 30 years now. And as a mead maker, that Drakkar is probably one of only a couple meaderies that I've ever sampled that tastes like good homemade
Yeah.
traditional mead just supposed to taste. I can't say enough about that place.
I
I'm
told
a
you when
huge
I showed you that bottle, and I was like, "Here, you're gonna like this."
Did you cold crash Franny's wine today?
No, we haven't done that yet. We've got let's see, I think I've got 5 gallons of a sundry brew going on.
Oh, cool.
Right now. So
Nice.
We got
Cool.
a table wine and a few meads. One recommended by a certain somebody sitting at this table.
Yeah, I don't know who that would be.
Me neither. But
I believe I was one of the first to
I
comment
think
on that.
you were. I think I took the first 4 comments
Yeah.
and ran with it. So.
I saw the picture. And, hey, I need an idea. Do that one. Do that.
Yes.
Do it.
Those will be ready for drinking by
festival.
Colorado. Yeah,
Oh.
we'll be ready to drink. them.
Looking forward to it, my friend.
Yes,
We shall raise a cup.
the front gate shall be joyous.
Lively.
Yes.
It will be lively. Yes.
Oh
My
my!
kids will be
The
jumping.
gate sing. The gate sing will be wonderful.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So we're really excited about.
Why
all
are Keith
that.
and Rob always down by the front gate? I don't know.
We have no idea.
You should be happy he's
Don't
still
look
here.
in a special suitcase.
So we're looking forward to that. Going to be a great season at the front gate in Colorado as well.
Oh, it's going to be a great season just because me and that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, naturally.
We got some really cool stuff planned out, but something that Keith and I have discussed is trying to interact more with not just the gate crew or musicians or anything like that, but we've got something cooking up for, our friendly blacksmiths, our trades folks,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I really want to spend some time, it's kind of tough to figure it out because you can't really interact with the people at the food booths. There's just not enough space for it.
Yeah,
Or
And-
time to be
truth
really
be told,
honest.
is
So
just
busy.
they're so busy.
Right.
I mean, if you get a high, cool, thank you. I mean, that's it. You got to get out of the way because that line is
Yeah, when you're
so,
65 deep in each line,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you got 4 lines
So-
and 6 people trying to take care of all that.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah,
be
so we
bothering them.
try. I mean, we try to be as cordial as we can to them, but by no means are we trying to exclude them.
Sure.
from-
I can definitely
from-
tell you, there's times when you can come over there and mess with them all you want. 'cause
Oh,
there's
absolutely,
nobody
yeah.
There.
Oh yeah,
Read
no,
the
no,
line.
No,
That's
we
all
have
I
done that in the past.
We've
We've seen
figured
your
out
line.
I like to call it the feed schedule. I
Yeah,
figured
we
out
are
the
on a
secret.
feeding schedule.
I figured out the secret. I know exactly when I'm supposed to eat. So if you are watching and you are like, dude, I want to know when to eat. All you got to do is look for the big hat.
Yes.
Look for the big hat and the big burly dude following me.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
a good
move
sign to
faster
eat.
than he does, and that's usually because I'm securing the place in line.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's good that you focus on different facets of the fair, especially craftsmen. These people put in so
Absolutely.
much time and effort throughout the year to put enough stock together.
Absolutely right.
Just for one show, much less
To-
for some
to
of these
travel.
vendors that travel with
Yeah.
us every single.
Oh,
fair,
absolutely.
every
Yeah.
single place.
Just some
It's
of the
so
work they
much
put into their
work
stuff,
and
man.
so- yeah,
And that's why I want to try to get some kind of recognition for our heroes behind the scenes in the kitchens.
Yeah.
Because truth be told, like I have oh my god. I have been on the end of prepping food for small armies.
yeah.
Not to the scale of what goes on at a festival, but I'm going to tell you what, dude. Rolling 500 lumpia in a day is a pain in the butt.
Yep.
But I've done it for multiple, like when I was in the military, we had our org days. That's the only thing I was allowed to make. And I do say that, allowed to make.
I'm just saying, serving 50, 60,000 people in a weekend is
Yeah,
work.
Yeah,
It
we
is-
had
it's
we
real
had that
work.
It's-
75,000 people weekend here in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I can tell you, I was swamped.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No.
Absolutely swamped. in
That was
kitchen.
Pirate Weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was a fun weekend though.
That was
Oh, it was amazing.
They're
And then
all
Kel-
fun weekends.
Yeah.
They're all fun weekends.
the weekend before that was Celtic, and I think the numbers were like 55.
Yeah.
5 or
Yeah.
60
In Pittsburgh,
something.
they dropped the ball with that. They made that first weekend, and
Oh yeah. You got to
You
work.
can't have Celtic weekend.
You gotta
the
work
first
your way
weekend.
into
You
that
got to
one.
work your
You
way.
got to
in.
back
yeah,
into
yeah.
that one, man.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, and to be 100% fair with that, the volume of patronage at Pittsburgh is drastically
Lower.
different
Yeah.
than Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
40,000 is a
You know
big
how
day
it
for
is
us.
First thing in the day when you look out there and you see just a crowd of people all the way out to the parking lots
Oh, yeah.
in each direction.
That's normal for Colorado.
That's a
Yes.
normal day for
Which
Colorado.
we
And-
which we
and-
normally see because you're the one opening the front gates.
I'm aware.
I'm right. We're right in front of the front gate, so
Yeah.
we're right there with you.
So in Pittsburgh, there's still a very large crowd. It's still a crowded fair. It's just that not everybody shows up at the gate opening and staying all day. There's a core group of them that are there every weekend ahead of time. They get
Every
there at like
weekend.
6 in the morning.
Oh,
They do
wow.
the tailgating.
They're us, Keith.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're totally us.
This is a great group of people, okay? And they're there every weekend, and there's always people, but the crowd it is a continuous
constant,
going
yeah.
through the gate.
Yeah.
down there. Whereas in you know how we do it in Colorado with timer, so see how fast we can get. All those
Yeah,
thousands of
absolutely.
people through the gate.
I mean, dude,
So-
you bring up a very good point because not just are you taking tickets, you're checking
Weapon
weapon
security.
security, you're checking
Food and
food and beverages.
animals.
Yeah, animals is a big thing.
And then on top of all of that is also we're doing safety and welfare checks on people because Keith and I were out there, and a couple of people went down
Yeah,
in the middle of the crowd. And
they hadn't even made it. So the gate just opened.
it hadn't even opened yet. They were in the middle of the freaking gate show.
Yeah. Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, they went down in the
I
gate show.
remember that day.
Yep,
And then
and I
one
cut
weekend
right
they-
through the crowd. I mean, this is the beauty of being me. I'm tiny and I fit everywhere.
Yeah, no, I had people that I literally walked by and I said hello to this particular young lady, and I said, "Hello, how are you doing?" And I had made it maybe 10 feet, and someone taps me. They grab, "Do you work here?" Yes, I work here. And that lady just went down, and it was the one that I just said hello to.
Wow.
And she hit the ground. And we're talking, it is 10:10 in the morning.
Yep.
And they are already on the ground. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a long
No,
day
dude,
for
it was you.
So
It was you. You were such a radiant personality.
Just
You-
remember, water between drinks.
I can.
Well, that
I
was
think
the
you're onto
point.
something.
Yeah,
That
I
was
might
the
be.
point
I
I,
think
was
you-
going to make about all of it. Not Keith being Stevie, although very true.
Absolutely. Yes.
I was.
Wait till I get him in that mankini.
Oh man.
Yes. Yeah. You try it.
Fur?
No, chainmail.
Ooh,
What people also
cold.
have to keep in mind is we're doing all of that work, while still staying in character, smile on the face, and
Yes.
playing with folks too.
Yes.
I'm sitting here scanning everybody for weapons and this, that, and the other, but still keeping
Yeah.
up the.
Look what happened in Pittsburgh. Those ladies with the animals and the ground wasps. That
Oh,
was
no.
Yeah,
they're in
that-
full costume
they
and they
were-
walked across it pulling a wagon with
They
their
have
pets
ground wasps
and a
in
little baby in
Pennsylvania,
her
so
arms.
instead of nests up in the air, they're down.
They're
literally
mud
in the
daubers,
ground.
yeah.
They
And
live on the ground.
these poor ladies were walking just from the parking lot. It wasn't anybody's fault. There was
No.
nothing anybody could have done about it. It wasn't. It was just. It's nature.
It happened.
You know. And they're walking. They have their wagon with all of their gear and equipment in it. And of course, they're all dressed up for work.
Right.
And everything. They've got their child with them and their 2 dogs. And they ran the wagon over a
Nest.
ground hornet nest, and they came up and literally got after one of the dogs so bad that he was literally rolling around in the nest. It was a horrible
man.
experience.
Yeah, it was
They're screaming
crazy.
and yelling. I mean, they. Yeah. Anyway, the owner's sister came and took the child out of the dangerous situation, and literally the hornets were, because they were wearing dresses. So
Yeah.
They
ground
went
hornets
instantly up into the
up in-
costumes.
and one of the poor ladies was allergic, and
Oh, no.
so the dogs got it, the ladies got it, the poor
Oh,
little baby,
no.
I'm sure, got stung once or twice. And,
Oh no.
Oh wow.
and it was just it's an unfortunate thing. You just got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of those moments where I'm like, I'm glad I live in Colorado.
Yeah.
Right, and so every place has its
Own things.
Yeah.
Which word to the wise, you're going to Arizona.
Oh yeah.
It is, yes, it is cooler down there. However, rattlesnakes don't hibernate.
Oh no, we're very familiar. with
I grew
Arizona.
up in the Mojave Desert.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I
And
know all too
diamondbacks
well.
jump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Diamondbacks do jump. So while you guys are out there, be very careful. I was stationed down in Huachuca.
Right.
And I used to volunteer at the paintball course down there while I was trying to figure out how to become a pro paintballer. More on that later.
It didn't happen.
No.
Spoiler alert.
No, it did.
Oh shit.
It did. It happened for the Army.
Oh.
I was on the Army team for a while.
And then it came to an end.
It did because I couldn't go to World Cup.
Yeah. Well,
They flew my team down to Florida. Very sad moment for me.
yes.
But we used to have to go out there every so often and wrangle around the obstacles because the Diamondbacks would go inside of our tires
yeah.
because they're nice and warm.
Yeah, I did
we
it
have
for 2 years
rattlesnake.
on a golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have rattlesnake roundup in Texas.
Yeah,
We
so
catch
just-
them all and make them into chili and all kinds of other
While you guys are going out there, do be cautious. Do be
That
mindful.
could be the next
Well,
recipe.
Yeah. Oh,
Pete,
rattlesnake.
Pete is about to
Rattlesnake.
call us. We just got canceled. Thank you, sir. Allegedly. That's
Well,
what he does.
You know,
So
Peter.
the chicken and the sausage is okay, but the snake is not.
The
Yeah,
snake's not.
yeah. Peter would have canceled us a long time
Nobody
ago.
cares about the chicken.
No.
Noted. or the poor little piggy.
No. The rattlesnake,
Just
though.
think of
Yes.
the rattlesnake as a wingless
Cute
chicken.
little fella.
He's such a...
It's
He's a good
wingless,
little boy.
legless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wingless, legless, and tastes just as good.
Yes. If
Allegedly.
done right.
Allegedly. We would never do
I
that.
think rattlesnake stew is my favorite.
Yeah. Well, that's
Stew wise, yeah. I've had it over open flame. I've had a few different ways. I love talking about food because
Yes.
That's what I was just gonna say. Talking about food, all the different exotic.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You get to try at the
yeah.
fair.
Well,
The
and
ostriches.
there's also the beef jerky or the jerky cart that's there. That's different meats.
Yeah.
I like that place.
Well,
That's
we do
neat.
too.
But unfortunately, there's only a few things that I can actually eat at the festivals because I'm allergic to onions.
Right.
So the steak on a steak I can't have.
No,
They use onion
They
powder.
use onion. Okay.
They use onion powder.
You could come to my kitchen and get a. crab
not
cakes.
it. I don't.
I can't do crabs either.
Oh.
What?
No,
I'm allergic to crab.
He's
Oh, my
allergic to
Lord.
shellfish.
I can.
No
Here's
shellfish.
here's
Just
the
crab?
Just crab. I can eat lobsters all day long. Shrimp all day long. I'm good. Just crab.
Sounds like selective.
Yeah,
it's-
something's
it's
weird.
really not.
I'll have to make
crab
an
is
everything
beneath me.
sandwich.
No.
Oh, what was that called?
Yeah, the USS Unnecessary.
So
Okay, so you have to
here's-
explain this.
Okay, and we will. So
you have to.
amongst the kitchen workers and notable Rennies,
We like to make
that
things.
You get tired of eating the same
Stuff.
on a steak or,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bratwurst and so you get creative in the kitchen. And a few of the chefs there at Pittsburgh came up with it's literally a heart attack sandwich. It's an everything.
I'm liking it already.
It's an everything sandwich, and it's called the USS Unnecessary.
Yeah. Yep.
And just imagine taking the entire menu from one of the kitchens and sticking it on a bun. I mean, literally a bun. Take some roast beef, put some nacho cheese, add some peppers and onions, throw a bratwurst on top of it, throw the nacho.
Well, there were
chips on-
layers of
throw
nachos
the
in
chips
between
on
all the
top
meats.
Of it. Yeah, the nachos. Throw on and just imagine, everything except probably the cold chicken salad. I wouldn't put that on there, but
Yeah.
and
It
you
had
step-
pulled pork. It had
pulled-
everything.
sausage.
It
Every-
had
a sausage that was
sausage
sliced
and
on,
Yeah,
a
onions,
bratwurst,
peppers,
a steak on a steak.
everything.
Just, you put it all on this one big USS unnecessarily large sandwich, and
There you go.
there's something about it though.
Oh, of course.
There's
And then,
just
and,
this
then, and then you
magical-
just smother it in broccoli cheddar soup,
yeah.
and you eat it like that with a fork.
And literally, you're like, this can't be good. Oh my god, why haven't I had this?
No,
before?
that's
Why
hard attack on
isn't
a
this
bun, for
always
sure.
in my life?
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
sure.
So there's all kinds of fun stuff like that happens.
And then we have the
I see beans
other
and rice
recipe
online.
book.
Yes.
The other recipe book consists of what you don't want to put together to make food, and we make recipes out of it just for fun.
That's playful.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, can you
The fun is
imagine?
watching somebody eat it.
Can you imagine a ice cream sandwich wrapped in sausage, deep fried, covered in chocolate sauce with sauerkraut?
I
people-
can't.
You had me till the
No.
sauerkraut.
Yeah,
That's
I was
kind of
like,
the
I'm
point.
okay. I'm
That's
okay.
what I'm saying.
Oh.
There's
Things
always
get a
got to be
little
that one.
weird.
We took a
ingredient that's
left
just gotta
turn with the
ruin
sauerkraut.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
okay with the sausage and the chocolate. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, interesting combination, but salty
Yeah.
and sweet. I can see it.
Yeah, no, I mean it's that tang of the
But
vinegar.
You
from
just
the-
got to have that one ingredient.
I don't
that
think
just
you have
ruins
to, Floyd.
everything. Oh yeah, that's
No,
what
I-
makes the recipe
That's
look
what makes
fun
it
for
fun
us.
because then you get.
I don't think
somebody
that's
eat
fun.
this Off.
That's
and they're
not
like,
fun.
"This isn't so
That's when you get to
I'm just gonna
torture
stick
your
with my
rest of your
Scotch eggs
kitchen.
and be happy.
You know, I'm gonna stick
Because
with the
they have to
Scotch
try
eggs
it.
and my occasional Nave sandwich.
Yes.
You know,
Like I said, we just have fun in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that the Scotch egg
I'll tell you
covered
what.
in pulled pork doused
We'll
in
have to. When
chocolate
Colorado
cheddar
comes
is
around,
delicious.
we're gonna have to
Who?
throw you guys together.
I can
It's
see that.
necessary.
no. Here's what I need. Okay, when Colorado re-engages, I need a fryer. That's all I need. I don't care if it's an air fryer. I don't care if it's deep fat fryer. I don't care.
You have a fryer.
No. We need a fryer up at the festival.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And this isn't for general purpose. This is not.
For us.
Yes.
At the
Yes.
campsite.
Well,
Understood.
maybe not at the campsite. Just in the kitchens, just for a few select members of staff. Because I think I'm setting myself up here for failure when I say this.
Leave a
But
fryer in my kitchen too long, it
gets-
automatically gets owned by Jim.
It gets owned by Jim.
As soon as he sees it, he goes, "Oh, this is mine," and it disappears.
Yep, that's probably.
So
keep it at your campsite.
you're gonna have to do something like lick it, staple it down, bolt it down, or something.
Camouflage it.
My germs.
Yeah,
And
no.
mine.
I don't care what you have to do because this is a personal request. Okay, I need this for opening weekend. I don't care about anything else.
What are you trying to get us involved in?
What are you trying to get me to make you on
Yeah,
opening
what is-
week?
Yeah.
what are we cooking?
All you gotta do is just, they're gonna be made already. All you have to do is fry them
He wants
and make
He's-
them golden brown.
He's bringing in lumpias.
we're gonna have, but see, those can't be for anybody but us.
No, it's a
It's
cast
just-
thing. It's for cast and crew. That's
No, I can do that.
I
I could definitely do
we'll
that.
have-
Be-
we'll have
between now and then, I think I can put together like 400 or 500 of those those things.
You know that we'll have the camp set up for it. Like
Yeah, I don't want to. No, this is like
we'll cook them over at the camp. And,
well, that's no fun.
I don't think. I'll be honest with you. I don't think that would be allowed for us to cook that in the kitchen. 'Cause
It's true.
It's health code stuff and
Fair.
not on the menu, not
Fair.
approved
Fair.
stuff. And
No, that's a fair statement. So that means I
If
can.
it doesn't
anything
touch
to get them in
anything
trouble.
else that has to do with the fair and it's personal
Might be.
on my lunch break, I can do it.
We could probably.
I can get away
Well,
with
then we just do it at the campsite,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and we
the
just
way.
make Keith camp out with us for a night.
Yeah, because they can't tell you
What?
can't bring your own.
Yeah.
It'd be nice and warm. I have a king size bed inside of there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hey, if you got a bed, I'm good.
I got a king size
I,
bed
wa-
inside of the.
I live
inside
10
of the
minutes
camp.
from fair. I don't need to camp.
Yeah, we only live 20 and we don't travel that far either. We stay there.
Look, dude.
I'm like,
It's not about a need.
by the time you go to your campsite, I'm already home.
It's not about a need. It's about camaraderie.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no,
definitely.
I'm
That's the best thing
camaraderie
about the
from
fair.
my home.
See, and this is why I give him crap about being one in the Air Force, two being an SP. He's barely a cop.
He'll FaceTime. He'll Facebook Live us.
Yes, I will. I will do that.
It'll be fabulous.
If we can actually get service there.
Yeah.
That is. There's.
It's
I've heard that they.
being
Yeah,
updated as well.
I know, and we've got an episode. Hopefully, we have an episode coming up where we're going to be talking with one of the big heads about. Stop that! I can hear that. You there's metal on these tables, man, and everything is picked up by the microphone.
yes.
But we suppose we're trying to get something where we can talk to bigwigs to find out what's new and coming,
On the horizon.
because that is something that not just new cast but patrons want to know.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about this earlier. We got our very first comment from a veteran from a different festival.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody
so-
out there in Minnesota. Hey, I'm not going to say your name on the episode because that's just rude. But thanks for reaching out to us.
Yes,
Yeah.
very
You know who
much.
you are.
We know you.
We know who you
Actually, I don't. I just started this year or last year.
We know where to
and
find you.
Keith barely knows how to find the front gate.
No, somebody told me where it was. It's pretty cool.
But apparently he can find the kitchen.
Oh, I can find the kitchen.
Wherever the Scotch egg is, but that's by smell, man.
I know
That's
exactly
right.
where the Scotch egg is.
But we've
it's
got
good.
some cool stuff coming up, man. Hopefully, and I think Keith and I are going to hold off on traveling this year. We
Yes.
will probably travel next year. We just want to put a little bit more effort into establishing our podcast. We're only 10 or 12 episodes deep right now. Even though this is only episode 9, we're kind of, like I said, we recorded out of.
Foreshadowing.
They will be traveling a little if I have anything to say. Just a little.
We might.
We might.
There's always a chance.
And Keith and I have talked about maybe just hopping a flight for one day.
Yeah.
But we'll figure that out.
You know mostly where we'll be.
Right?
Yeah. No, and there's
The big
some
green
cool
tent.
things that are coming up. Keith and I have some stuff that we're going to be doing in the lanes.
Oh, yes.
We're going to be involving some of our vendor friends,
Absolutely.
especially our blacksmith and Tarval.
Yes,
Tarval's trinkets.
for sure.
And then maybe making friends with more national acts and getting to be friendly with those guys. And then definitely paying more homage to our friendly kitchen staff.
Yes, because honestly, I mean, with anyone, in no disrespect to the people that work the front gate, but
Except for those Winchester people. Oh, my God.
those Winchesters, screw those guys. Okay, seriously,
He's
they're
just so
the
loud.
worst. Right?
Such a loud...
He's so
Yes.
loud at that.
Oh
game.
yeah, all he does is scream, "Good day, my lord." Yeah, I mean, okay, we get it. Okay, we get it.
We get it. You're a pirate.
Yeah, we get it. You're a pirate. I get it. Okay.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. We've got pirates at the gate checking people in.
Yes.
The most lawless people in the world are like,
Checking weapons.
yeah.
These are the people we put in charge of our
Have to
security.
acquire them somehow.
But no, the I think the unsung heroes of the fair are the people that work the food.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
the
They come for
beverages.
the ambiance. They
You
stay
know.
for the food.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, those guys, they deal with crap
It's
all day.
And it's
long.
not just the weekends, guys.
No,
Work all
no.
week long.
They're there
All week.
all
We
week
work
long.
all week long.
They
It's-
are doing the deeds to get everything cleaned up, ready for you, and you can't thank them enough. I know, yeah, I'm thanking them by giving me my money.
Yeah, no.
No. You can give them gratitude.
Oh, absolutely.
You
Because
know?
It
I mean,
goes
if
a
you
long way
think
for us,
if
I'll
you
tell you
think
that.
It really does.
if you think you're walking around the fair in your garb and you're like, oh my god, it's so hot.
Imagine that dude in the kitchen.
Imagine what the dudes in the kitchens are feeling. Because I've been in there. I know how hot it is.
It is.
It is ridiculous.
Yes.
I just no.
I always see him out back. I especially Floyd. I see Floyd out back. And I remember a couple of times I was like, "Hey, dude, how you doing? It's hot. No kidding.
Yeah.
Hot."
Yeah, I get it, man. So yeah, please. I mean, whatever you guys
Because
you know,
your
do.
kitchen's not air conditioned.
No.
No.
We don't even have
No,
fans in
it's called
ours.
a window and a little box
Yeah.
fan.
It's
Oh, yeah.
4x40
Oh,
minus
wow.
the 40.
Supposed to cool
There's
off
only
the
there's
entire
only
kitchen.
one place in the entire fair that has air conditioning.
At Colorado.
Colorado.
And
At
that is
Colorado.
at the first aid tent.
Yep.
Nope. Oh,
Yep.
okay. So
there's two.
There's two
White
then.
House.
The White House first aid tent and the torture.
Oh, yeah,
Exhibit.
that's true.
Oh, I didn't
They-
think
That's
Yes.
I forgot about those guys.
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
only two places at the fair. So if you want to pay $3
To get
and
cooled
go into the little torture exhibit, it'll
It's
take you
not-
about 5 minutes.
It's
but
not timed though. You can
it's-
stay in
you
there
can
for a
stay in there
while.
for a while.
Or you
So-
could always fake faint and go to the emergency tent.
Actually, you know that's the great thing is you don't have to.
No,
No,
they
they'll
welcome
welcome you
everyone.
in no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
if you're
go
hot,
in
you
there
can
and
go in
you're
there.
saying that you're hot.
Yeah.
They will help you out. I mean, I've literally watched them bring ice packs to people.
Yeah.
And just they'll sit in our break area.
As
Well,
as
you guys-
as a cast member, I've walked in there and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm fine. I'm starting to get hot and I feel my body. I just got to take a break.
You guys
Fill up
will-
my mug. I sit there and I continue to do my thing and I entertain people in the first aid thing because why not?
Yeah.
They feel like crap. Might as well put a smile on their face.
Yeah, you're just
Well,
gonna
you
make
know.
them feel more like crap because you're
And
subjecting
you'll-
them to you.
You'll both
No, they
remember
feel
that
better.
I had an incident last year.
Yes.
At the fair. So
That's right.
And-
That's right. I
and
remember
I just
that.
had an incident in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh, yeah. So, that's a life saving.
Which I not to downplay your guys' plight, but this last year at Colorado is one of the few years not a single rookie went down.
No.
Not a single rookie went down because of heat casualty.
Okay, yeah, I didn't go down because of heat casualty.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, yours was
yours is a
separate.
completely
That
different
was
thing.
a
Now,
whole
if you go to the
different
kitchen, that
situation.
might be a different situation because
Yeah.
we had a few youngsters that fell out a couple times in our
As far,
kitchen.
as far as our cast,
Yeah,
as far as the
I
cast
understand.
members,
Yeah,
I
but
definitely get that,
that's
but that I
you
can
guys
totally
are operating
understand
at
that.
like 90
Yeah,
degrees
heavy
plus
Yeah.
the heat from the ovens.
Yeah, I got 6 ovens pushing out 350 degrees all day long.
Yeah.
And you're within 5 to 10 feet of it
And
at
fryers
all times.
and warmers and
Yep.
there's all other kinds of things going on in there heat wise. So,
Yeah.
But it's a
I'll
good
tell you
time.
what,
I mean,
Oh yeah, it's great. I enjoy it.
For me, working when I'm in a kitchen job at a Renaissance festival, one of the greatest parts for me is watching how happy the people are that are actually getting the food they want. So that there's not a lot of reward, I guess, in it. You're not going to.
The smile is- I mean,
It's
believe
believe me,
a
it
thankless
sucks to have
job.
to tell people there's no more Scotch eggs.
Yeah, to see
Ooh.
that's a rough one. But
That's a rough one.
Seeing the happiness on everybody's face, you look at it and you're like, man, I've been in here sweating for 12 hours and I'm tired and I want to go home, but man, look at how happy these folks are.
Right.
The last few folks of the day, I can make this work, and the reward is kind of in itself.
Sure.
I try to.
I like working other jobs. I like being diverse in what I do. I work the front gate at Colorado. That's the only place I do that.
Yeah.
I'm not front gate everywhere.
I would
else.
love to do a character.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that very much.
Floyd, you are a character.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Floyd's gonna do he's gonna be the chef off of freaking Little Mermaid. Les poissons, les poissons.
Keep the crabs away from my knife.
Doesn't feel it.
That
He's
would be
dead.
perfect.
But that is so, guys. I know we kind of went off the ball there, but hopefully the videos there helped show you how to kind of make the Scotch egg the way that they make it at the festival, minus the seasonings. The great thing is you can season to taste.
Yep.
You use what you think you'd like to taste it for it to taste like. I mean, you
might
can
make
use
a
just
bad
about
egg,
anything.
but you know next time not to do that, and you try something different
Yeah.
next
Right.
time. And
It's
Experiment.
trial and error.
Variety is the
Yes.
spice of life.
Yeah,
Right.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
it's not
much.
when it comes to cooking. You really don't fail until it's rubbery.
Or somebody dies.
Yeah. Test your
Bites
meat,
into it,
folks.
somebody just-
Test your
Yeah,
meat.
yeah. No, if your egg bounces, that's not good.
That's not good.
It's been there too long.
Start.
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
start.
I did find something that says the best way to find out whether or not your egg is truly hard boiled, spin it.
Oh, yeah.
If it continues to spin, it's hard boiled. If it wobbles, it's not. It's more soft boiled.
Oh, that's
Another
good.
trick
Yeah.
is to spin
Which
the egg. And
I
then
think
touch
I
it
would
to
prefer
stop it and let
more
go.
of a soft-boiled
Because you
egg
stop it and
in,
let go,
in
and it
the
starts spinning again, the
in the Scotch egg.
interior.
I think that would be delicious.
Oh, just to let it kind of cook a little bit
Just-
more.
Yeah, just so you can have that when you cut that open and
And
have that
kinda-
soft-boiled egg
kinda
and have
the
that
ju-
liquid
yeah,
kind
a
of
little-
come out.
little
I
juice.
think that would be fantastic.
Ah.
But that in itself is a trick, trying to deep fry
Yeah.
a soft-boiled egg.
exactly.
Yeah, because it's a second.
Peeling it, that's the big
that's
part.
really,
Yeah.
That's
Difficult,
really hard part. Yeah.
every time I've soft boiled an egg, it just you crack that shell and you're moving, buddy.
I think if I remember correctly, the trick to that we always used at the restaurants was after you hard boil them, immediately put them in a cold water bath
Yep.
for like 5 minutes or so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that'll separate that layer,
that little
shell,
membrane.
that
A spoon of cornstarch in it with it too helps break the membrane loose from the egg.
See, there you go. That's the part. I'll have to try that one next time.
Yeah, see, people say they don't learn anything from the show. Whatever.
I learn all kinds of things from this show.
Well, that's because you don't know much to begin with.
I know a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I told you, didn't I?
I'll point myself out. I disappeared again.
Oh, here, watch this.
There I
Ready?
am.
Oh, no, he's back.
I am back again.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's always awesome when I get to hang out with my Rennie friends.
Absolutely.
My brother Keith, my brother Winchester, and my newfound brother Floyd, because this dude's gonna see a lot of me now.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah,
we know where you work.
That's right.
All right, now I know where to find you.
That's right. Because it's not like I'm already lined up down there for a parade or
Because
anything anyway.
we sometimes take our little breaks right by the by that kitchen.
We'll know
so-
that there are secret variants to the stuff in the kitchen where I work that I can make for you.
Oh
Yep.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
Change up what you
But,
think.
yeah.
they-
Some of the things that we were talking about, because the pork rinds, that's a huge thing.
No, that actually I kind of prefer the pork rinds to
It
the
takes- you know
regular-
what?
I'm going to
It
be
was-
honest.
that's-
it
it's
did
a
give it
great change.
a different
Flavor.
flavor. Yeah, for sure.
It gave a
Adding
great.
some pork to some pork is
That's-
always,
Yeah, I mean, you can't go
the
wrong.
crunch was excellent. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, and I think that the mixture of the pork rinds with the cornflakes, that's what really did it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, as my wife has celiacs, so she can't eat anything with wheat.
right.
And
so
see,
we-
I was just gonna say that's one of the more common complaints about about fair food.
Right.
Is that there's not a lot of gluten-free options.
Unless you want to eat just meat.
Yeah, and so I think if they would move to that recipe with pork
And
rinds,
you've got to be careful with some of the meat too, because some of them use flour.
Yes.
and corn
They
as a
use- they
filler
use
for,
flour
like,
and corn,
sausage
yeah.
and bratwurst. And
So-
stuff, so you got to be careful.
Yeah.
So I think if they did that, they would open up Scotch eggs to a brand new audience.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately means
Which means I'd have to make over 1,000. I don't think so.
All right, so forget everything we just said.
you could make as many more as you need to, my dear friend, but
So,
you have to make sure that there are at least 2 per day
Yes.
reserved.
Yes, between the hours of 10:45 and 11.
Unfortunately for you, I'm not in that kitchen.
yeah, that's not his kitchen.
So you know how we solve this, right?
we get Floyd moved to that kitchen.
That's right. Or we get the Scotch eggs moved
Good
to
luck
Floyd.
Yeah.
getting Jim to let me go out of the wedding kitchen.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Only between 10:45 and 11.
Or
which is
Just
when
for
my
us.
business picks up the most.
here's another
The
idea.
idea is he's going to have to walk over to that kitchen every morning and be like, I need those 2 eggs.
I've got 2
He doesn't need to walk over. He's already made them. He just runs them down to his freezer when
Yeah,
they're done
we
making
can,
them.
we can pick them up from your kitchen. I don't care where we get them. We just need to have 2 on standby.
There was an incident I do remember at this year's fair where somebody got a couple of them that weren't cooked yet.
Oh yeah, I don't know what he did with them, but
I really hope he took
I
them
turned
home.
around
That's
and
really what
2
I
of
hope.
the raw ones were missing off my tray, and I'm like, I sure
And he
hope
was
he
gone.
took those home.
Yeah,
and
and he was
them.
gone. We didn't
Yeah.
have any way to tell him, hey, I hope you cooked those before you
Oh, that's dangerous.
could be.
Well, he's
Fortunately, it
pretty
was-
old and
yeah,
tough,
fortunately,
so
it was somebody that
Can stand that.
can
Yeah,
probably
they-
stand it.
Ooh,
yeah,
let's hope
that
so.
wouldn't be putting that back on the fair in any legal way.
Oh,
for
okay.
sure.
Okay. Well, that's always a positive.
Okay, good.
Anyway, that's an hour, man.
That is an
That's
hour.
an hour.
That was an hour worth
Wow.
of food.
That's how we roll around here.
Just that quick. Just like that.
Rolled up just like a Scotch
Just
egg.
rolled up like a Scotch egg, baby.
Roll it up in front.
And I'll tell you what, man. We do want to say thank you to
Absolutely.
our friends for joining us. Thank you, Floyd.
Thank you for having
Thank
me
you.
very much.
Thank you,
Yes.
Winchester, for once again coming on here. The only member that has been on 2 shows.
2 shows.
Hey, 2-time heavyweight champion.
2 times. The champ is here.
He might be a contender.
Maybe.
Yes, and we do have to thank the unknown or the
Unsung.
The unsung
unsung
hero
person
of the kitchen.
just chilling on the couch.
Yeah,
over
no,
there.
that's
Yeah.
Winchester's son. Who, by the way, thank you for your service. He actually just exited out of the Marine Corps.
Oh,
Navy.
did you?
Or
know?
Navy.
The Navy.
Oh no, never mind. We don't want to
Alright.
thank him for nothing.
I'm the crayon eater.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want to thank him for anything.
Yeah.
Not everybody can be perfect.
Maybe thank him
Well,
for the
it's
ride.
really
Oh wait, but you know what?
They do a great job at giving us a ride in the fight.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You
That's
gotta-
what the Air
you
Force
gotta- you gotta
and
thank him
Navy
for the
do.
ride.
Yeah.
They give the warfighters rides.
Yeah. We jump out of your.
Don't look at me, man. I was a cop.
Come out of the backyard.
Barely.
Just to give my boy a little kudos, though, he worked in the nuclear reactor area of the aircraft carriers.
Dude, that's actually hard work right there, bro.
That's awesome,
It
man.
really was.
Yeah,
Very
that's
cool.
hotter than the kitchen.
Gets hotter
Yeah.
than the kitchen.
Yeah.
for sure.
You think?
Oh.
I mean, they have special suits.
no, we don't.
Oh,
No, we don't.
that
Well, there you go.
that brings on a whole new meaning to his glow.
Yes.
Quite literally. So
That's why he doesn't need a nightlight.
He literally
Quick,
got
shut
out
off the
of
lights.
Navy.
I gotta see this.
He came home, and the very next day we left for Pittsburgh, and he worked the entire festival in one of the kitchens.
That's
Well,
awesome.
there you go.
So
That is
Congratulations, my
He's
friend.
definitely got
Yes.
And believe me, he had to work with me too, and we had to spread wood chips everywhere, and that kid busted his butt.
hard work.
Well, yeah, no, it's a service member. You tell us, hey, go move that rock. Okay, where do you want it moved to? I don't care, just move
back
it.
to where you just.
Nope,
moved
that
it
wasn't
from.
it.
That's
Go
where
put
you
it back.
and then after that, I want you to put it back where you just got it.
That's
from.
right. But what my favorite is,
But wash it first.
no, my favorite was the rocks are getting too much sun on this side. You need to go out and turn every one individually
Yes.
to make sure that they're turned.
With this pair of tongs.
They got to be evenly.
yeah.
They got to be evenly tanned.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Here's a pair of scissors. Go mow the grass.
Yep.
So, speaking of unsung heroes, make sure that you, I don't know, hug a kitchen staff member, hug a veteran.
Well, ask
Tip a
first.
kitchen.
Yeah, well,
Tip the kitchen.
Tip the kitchen.
God, I love that. That's funny.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Anytime I go to a restaurant, I tip the waitress and I tip
and
the
then I
cooks.
also tip the cook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to
nor-
be a given.
Rarely-
Normally, in
that's
this
something to come back into-
this is a weird thing that I do. I will ask for the manager to ensure that the people behind the line get their fair share of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually what we do when we go to a restaurant, we'll go ahead and tip the waitress, and then we'll ask to see the chef or who prepared our food.
And how many of them are back
How
there?
many of them prepared our food? Well, there's 2 of them working back on the line, and one. Okay, well, here's X number of dollars. Please make sure this gets split evenly between the 3.
Oh, yeah.
2 of them. 1 of them.
That's why I usually
back
grab the
here.
manager because that way I'm not saying I've ran into some really shady servers.
We always stay
I've ran into
until
some
we
pretty
know
shady managers.
It's
Yeah. There's shady managers out there,
actually
too.
pretty easy to know when they've done the right thing because those cooks and chefs will usually poke their head out either through their window, their serve window,
No
or
way.
you'll
At
hear
least
something come
wave.
from the back.
or
For
thank you
Yeah.
really loud from the kitchen
Yeah.
or something. So
But
Because you got to
Yeah.
understand the that the cooks don't normally get tipped in a restaurant.
No.
No. You know,
Absolutely not. And you want to make sure that you do pay your respects to those people as much as possible because they deserve that. They're making your food that you are spending your money on. But just think about it this way. You could have spent that money somewhere else, but you got really good food.
Yeah.
shout out to all the dishwashers. We couldn't do it without
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Back up. When we did this back in December, somebody was supposed to wash dishes.
Yeah, my second in command for my kitchen.
And guess who ended up washing all of the dishes the next day?
I don't know. What's
Yeah,
the dishes?
when we made this
Oh,
video,
I think it's what you
Winchester
did.
had sworn that he was going to be the
What?
man and do the dishes.
I don't remember.
Oh, you sure did.
Well, I believe we might have that on camera.
I'm pretty sure I do.
I'd have
Yeah.
to see it 'cause
Well,
I
that's-
don't remember that.
Can we throw the red flag?
Yes.
Can we
That's
see
what
the
Yes.
3
red
bottles
flag?
of meat will do to you.
Yeah, you know, possibly.
No, because
He did wash one.
Oh well, there you go.
He did rinse one out.
Yeah, but the rest of it I had to clean up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he started. I mean, you know,
Oh, jog on, he started.
I don't remember.
the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single
It never
step.
happened.
The journey of
didn't
1,000
happen.
dishes
It didn't
starts with
happen.
one.
That's why
We
there
just
were more
stopped
dishes.
there.
But he started the journey. We never said how long the journey would take.
Jesus.
Well, thanks for tuning in. And once again, for our shenanigans, I'm Rob.
I'm Keith.
And this is the Renaissance Rascals. Make
We
sure
are.
you give us a subscribe, share us, make a comment down below, or if you have any questions, maybe you want to, us to talk about something else.
Of course.
All you gotta do
Like,
is reach out to us.
subscribe, and
Yeah.
Oh,
click that bell
Renaissance
for
Rascals at
notifications.
gmail.com.
Or you can just hit us up on Instant Messenger with Facebook.
Yes.
We're normally more responsive that way. Just keep in mind it's me responding because, well,
You probably won't get a response from me.
yeah, no. Or it'll be like, just ask Rob.
Yeah.
So the point
Hey,
is,
Rob, what do you think?
the point is, like, subscribe, and click that bell for notifications.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, we don't really care about the bell too much. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, cool down time, man.
Yeah, no, that was fantastic.
That was
guys.
great. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
lot
It's
of
always
fun.
good to be here.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. So.
Yeah, no, I
Hopefully
mean,
there'll be
now
many
you're
more.
2 times.
Yeah, I feel like this is actually my chair.
It
You know,
is
like,
becoming
my
your
life.
chair.
I'm going to start putting people's initials on the back
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
chairs.
He has to sign the chair
Winchester
now.
was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little gold plaque.
He has,
Yeah.
he has to autograph the
Little
chair.
handicap symbol.
with two stars.
2
If it
stars.
was my second
Yeah.
ribbon. I gotta have the.
No, you don't get your star
You'll
until the
get your
50th.
Yeah, you'll get your first one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
what is it? 25 jumps.
If you
Or
do
20
five,
jumps.
if you do 5, you get the Purple Heart.
Yeah.
It's 20 to get your wings, then 50 to make you a jump master.
Think that is correct, sir.
I
might actually know what I'm talking about.
No, he
Remarkably-
doesn't.
Remarkable information that this man is possessing.
Yes.
No,
I
so
might
don't-
know a lot
don't-
of that stuff because, I had to know all of that stuff.
Don't get him started.
There was those of us that had to jump out of those vehicles. We remember these things.
Don't get me
We
started.
call those people idiots.
The ones that jumped out of the good airplanes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, airborne targets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, lawn darts.
Oh, I'll see you on the ground, boys.
I say this affectionately. Yes, and I'm with Keith. We'll be sitting there watching.
Hello. Well, look at that one. He's falling fast.
I don't believe his chute opened all the way.
He might have forgotten to attach that old static.
I don't believe that one's going to make it.
Oh God.
Oh, he's quite springy though.
Oh my goodness. And on that, it's time for some food.
It's time.
Let's eat.